Yo, 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 what up?
We live?
And we're live.
There we go.
On tape.
Live on tape.
From New
the
York
Upper
City.
East Side. Have you, you know how that Billy on the Street clip that's like name a woman? We were talking about naming people before this.
Yes.
Have you ever, there's a website where it's name 100 women. I don't know what it's like the URL is, but it's like you have to name 100 women and it times you as you do it.
Does your mom count?
No, it has to be famous women, and it can't be fictional women. It has to be real life women. You have to name 100 women.
Did you do it?
I did it, and it took me a stupid amount of time. I felt very bad about it.
You got to tell us how long.
It took 20 minutes for me to name 100 women. At a point, you just start like I got to like the 80s, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna name every Kardashian I can think of."
Yeah. Wow,
So.
you made it to the 80s
without touching a single Kardashian.
Without touching the Kardashians. That's pretty good.
I was proud of myself for that. And I had some like basketball players. I had like Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Like I felt pretty good. I felt like an ally.
Wilson.
Yeah. I felt pretty good about myself. I felt like an ally. But
who's the one on the New York Liberty? The Sabrina Ionescu.
Yes.
Ionescu.
I almost said Carpenter, who is a woman. Sabrina Carpenter is a woman.
Yes.
I think I put her on there.
Wow. We already got like 8.
Now there's a new version of the website where it's name 100 women and it times you, and then you have to name 100 Pokemon and it times you. And I'm like, that.
And then it compares.
I'm telling on myself, I think, if I have to do that.
Well, you're all in the Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is back.
I recently deleted it just because I was on it too much.
Yeah.
I was approaching like
you were
stupid
saying
amounts of time
in an area
Pokemon
like
Go.
New York City, this populated.
It's crazy.
You can sit on your couch. And
I can spin through different Pokestops, and there's a gym right over there.
It kind of defeats
the point of going out and exploring.
Yeah, it was like you had to go out in the park, right, and go catch them, or in the city. And here,
that was the whole thing in the suburbs 10 years ago when I was living back in Pennsylvania. It was a whole thing where like you would drive around 2 spots and stop and then pull over and play, and then you would see other weirdos doing it too.
It was interesting because I remember even like when it started, I'm not sure about the Renaissance, but like the Renaissance has been popular. Don't get me wrong. Like they filled out Times Square and everything.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, people of all ages
going nuts
were doing. I'm sure so a lot of our listeners probably doing it.
Absolutely.
My brother's friends who are all, at least 10 years older than I am.
Big on it.
They were huge into it.
There was...
we were on his bachelor party.
Yeah.
And they were they wanted to just spend an hour and a half walking around collecting Pokemon.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty good. I got a Mewtwo over the 10th anniversary weekend they had. It was pretty good. Anyway.
Nice.
So, yeah. All I'm saying is I'm cool as hell, and I can name 100 women if you give me almost a half hour. Welcome to Cleveland Rocks. It's America's only Drew Carey Show podcast.
Yes.
I'm Shane.
I am TJ.
And we're doing all right. We're doing good.
I think we're doing all right.
It's a good little Monday morning. We're in the dog days of summer, it feels like.
Yeah.
Speaking of Northeast Ohio, I'd like to congratulate LeBron James on a new job. He's coming to Philadelphia, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it a sports podcast.
One of us is very excited about it.
And the other one is very skeptical.
Very skeptical.
They're also
and
a
also
fan of a division rival.
I kind of wanted to see him go to Cleveland just for the storyline.
I understand. And I look, I wonder what our listeners hate more, when we talk sports or when we talk politics.
I don't know.
We're going to find out, though.
We'll do a poll.
Yeah. I want to run a poll and see what people think. Look, I always said it depended what he wants. If he wanted the storybook, then yeah, Cleveland made sense. But if he wants to compete, man, get on my fucking Sixers, dude. Let's go. Anyway, it's not a sports podcast.
We're not doing
should
sports. Be. With how much Drew references sports.
Yeah.
There's plenty of sports in here.
Absolutely. Not really in this one, though.
Not in these.
Not in either of these.
Not in these ones. Season 5, episode 15.
Yes. Mimi moves in.
Yes.
And we're going to get to it, but we're really at the point where like the titles just sort of lay out the whole fucking bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The next one is episode 16 is
like on the nose in terms of what it is. But February 2nd, the year 2000. Mimi moves in. We start with Mimi and Steve at the Warsaw with the gang.
Yes.
A rare occurrence.
Yeah, they're all sitting around our usual table here. They're reading a pamphlet or a brochure of sorts. Steve and Mimi are about trailers.
Yes.
They want to take a vacation.
They're going to Dollywood.
Yeah, they want to hit the open road, go to Tennessee.
You've never been to Dollywood, right?
No.
I was in Dollywood back in March.
You got me a mug with my name on it at Dollywood.
That is true. You and your fiance, Isabella, told me that you guys have too many mugs. So I got you guys 2 mugs with your names on them.
I never see these custom mugs with TJ on them.
I had never seen it, and I was like, well, I saw Isabella, and I was like, Isabella's even. Like, Isabel usually you see.
Yeah, sure.
Ella, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I got to get you guys fucking
Shout out
mugs.
Dollywood for being such an inclusive
Shout out
place.
Dollywood. I had a great time at Dollywood. I was surprised that little photo right over there to your right is from Dollywood. It was a beautiful time. It was there was a food festival going on. The I Will Always Love You food festival.
Like in the park.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She does a nice job, Miss Dolly. I got to give credit where credit's due.
I'm pretty sure Dollywood bought the local Pittsburgh amusement park too, Kennywood, for those of you who are familiar with the area.
Sure.
It's like a long
And that's Kenny Rogers Amusement Park, right?
yeah. But I'm pretty sure Dollywood also bought that one. She has so much, man. Dude, she like just a month ago, she opened a truck
I was going to
stop.
say, she opened her own Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You can go get like a Dolly, I don't know, Dolly dog. I don't know what you would get at a Dolly Parton gas station. But it was fantastic. Good time. Great. I think you can go anytime, but we went in March and it was a pretty good time. Some of those roller coasters are legit though. I went on one.
So it's like they have real rides.
Oh,
at
they got real fucking rides. They got like rockets that'll whip you around. It's crazy. I got on one and I had my glasses on, and Stage was like, "You worried about losing your glasses?" I'm like, "I don't think that's gonna happen." And then like the straps came down and it was 80 miles an hour. It was fucking the craziest shit I've ever done.
Good for you for not being worried.
Well, you know me. I worry about everything all the time, but it wasn't even a thing that I thought to worry about.
I would have been so worried about. Like if I was a glasses wearer going on any amusement park rides, no, I wouldn't chance it.
I didn't think about how fast it could actually go. Like it went at an absurd speed. Maybe it wasn't 80, maybe it was like 60 miles an hour, but it was still like I should not be going that fast in the open air upwards.
Yeah, you're eating bugs.
Yeah, no, for real. Whiplash was crazy, dude. I got off and it was like 10 in the morning and slightly like raining, and I'm like, I'm not doing that ever again.
So Steve and Mimi, they're going to rent a trailer.
They're going to go have fun down at Dollywood.
To go to Dollywood.
Kate, I think at this point says something about like if you can prove that your wife is your sister, you get in for free.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the vibe in Tennessee, I got to admit.
Yeah.
But great state.
And Lewis comes in. Lewis comes in with Leslie.
We have met Leslie,
We've met
right?
Leslie
She was
before,
the woman in that last episode
that we were surprised
like, where the hell did
like,
this
where
lady
the
come
fuck
from?
did this person
So
come
Leslie's still around, but we don't know much about Leslie. She just exists to be Lewis's girlfriend.
Yeah,
which is fine.
They're in there doing kissy, and she gets a little grab ass before she leaves.
Yeah, they're playing a little tongue tennis.
Yeah,
and so it's Lewis is they're getting it on.
Yeah,
they're gonna broach the subject of having sex.
Yes, and they do it because Lewis says, "Oh, it's time for me to take the pill that numbs my genitals."
There you go. He is on
that's how you enjoy sex, ladies and gentlemen.
By numbing the whole thing. He's on an experimental ED drug from Drug Co. And he's hoping that it'll keep him getting lucky with Leslie.
Has Lewis here too in like the back and forth? They kind of broach the subject. Has Lewis had sex before?
Well, okay. So they have a whole conversation because Drew brings up at this point because he offers it to Drew. He's like, "Hey, would you want to take the genital numbing drug?" And Drew's like, "Actually, Kate and I are not having sex right now. Kate's right there. We're taking it slow." And Kate goes, and he goes, and it's a mutual decision.
Right.
Very clearly not a mutual decision. Very clearly
mutual.
Drew's hounded at the bit.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, they talk about sex in general. And I think it is not that Lewis hasn't had sex, but it has been a very long time since he has had sex.
Yeah.
Because
it's just like the way that he
talks about sex.
He talks about it there, and he talks about like, "Oh, here's to finally having a sex life."
Yeah.
And he's like, again.
Yeah.
He does something like that.
Awkward pauses.
And I'm like, okay, is Lewis? We should have an episode where we figure out how Lewis fucks.
How he lost his virginity.
Yeah.
How does Lewis? We get a picture painted for us later on in here.
That episode 17. How does Lewis fuck? No, but you need Drew in it.
Yeah,
How
the
does
non-Drew episodes.
How does Lewis fuck
This one doesn't
featuring Drew?
have this one doesn't have Drew in it. It's just Mimi moves in.
Oh, true.
Mimi moves in with Drew.
Wow, I didn't even clock
Was
that
right
until
there.
right
They
now.
could have done it. Yeah. No, but they talk about it being like riding a bike sex, like when you haven't done it for a while.
Yeah.
And I think Drew makes some remark where he's like, "Yeah, it helps when your dad holds on behind you."
Yeah.
So yeah, look, it's been a while. I think for everybody, we know it's been a while for Drew.
Yes,
So-
it definitely has.
It's it's interesting.
Hey, I'm just glad the gang's getting
laid.
getting busy.
Yeah. I hope all of them get laid. Again, it must be so weird
We
for
know
Oswald.
Steve is getting laid.
We know Steve's getting laid, yeah. We go to the titles. After that, we are in Winfred Louder. Mimi is sort of mocking Drew for cleaning his desk.
Yeah,
Making it real
Drew's
tidy and
getting it nice
professional.
and tidy. He doesn't have any personal affects on there.
I love that we keep calling them personal affects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought, well, we'll get to it here. So he's cleaned it up, and
Mr. Sollard.
Mr. Sollard walks in,
Still here.
and he starts complimenting Drew on his workspace. He knows he's like, and he loves no personal affects.
No personal affects.
Which I think Drew did this inadvertently. Obviously, they're like, hey, look, no family photos, nothing that would ever signify any individual work here. We could get rid of him tomorrow, and this could be somebody else's workplace.
If you died, we could drop someone else here right now. We wouldn't even know you existed.
Right.
And Drew's like, sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but when I go, there will be other people going with me.
Others.
I'm taking others with me.
Yeah.
Apparently, Solar sent out some sort of memo that he's like, I think if we're going to be a professional workplace, that starts with our desks and our workspaces.
Yeah.
So he wants people to try to eliminate as much as they can to keep clean.
Yeah, they want others to come in and see these desks and know this is a place of business.
Yeah.
Right.
I know I just brought it up on the last episode, but my last workplace was not like that at all. I mean, to be fair.
Mine isn't really like that either.
Do you have any photos up?
I don't, but there's
We could drop
there's like-
somebody.
I definitely have others at my desks that
Okay.
have personal.
Sure.
And then one person who's had a Miller Lite, just a warm Miller Lite in a bottle sitting there for like 3 months on their desk.
And it's a real beer.
Yeah, it's just a beer.
And did they just forget to put it away, or do they want to remind them? Is it like a sobriety thing where it's like, I'm quitting cigarettes, but I'm going to keep the box of
You know
cigarettes
what?
right there?
That's good. I don't know if it is. I haven't dove into it so much as I've been like, oh, you going to drink that? And then nobody, that's it.
I'm going to quit drinking at work, but I'm going to keep the beer right on my desk.
Yeah.
Break glass in case of emergency.
But no, our offices, it's kind of mixed. There are a few people who have like a Mimi setup.
I was going to say, how many troll dolls do you see in your office?
There is one desk that it looks like Mimi Bobek. They
Wow.
have the pink spread out and the little dolls on top of the computer monitor. Like it's yeah.
Okay, sure.
So
Look, again, I argue, and Mimi makes this argument when Solar comes over to her desk.
yeah, and starts
But
shitting all over her troll dolls.
If it
and
makes
whatnot.
if the work gets done and it makes you work better, so be it. You know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
But anyway, Solar disagrees. He comes over to Mimi's desk and he's like, "What the hell is all of this?" And she's like, "I got 3 troll dolls. One holds my pens. I can't remember what the other one does, and then the third one supervises the 2 of them."
Yeah,
And he's
the
like-
one takes messages. I think.
Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
the pen, hands the pens for the messages. But anyway, so he's like, "You got to clean this, and also I want you to start dressing better."
Yeah, start wearing business clothes.
Yeah, which I feel like somebody has done this before.
right.
I feel like we've had someone tell Mimi like, "Hey, you got to be dressing better." One of the other
And
bosses.
she does not handle it well.
No, not even a little bit. She starts blowing up at Solar, and he's like, "Hey,
Like-
well, if you keep doing this, I'm in every right to fire you."
I'm going to have to fire you, to which Mimi pretends to start filling out a lawsuit.
Yeah,
That
she's like, "I could take this to a mall lawyer, and they would have
And
a
they
claim
would-
against you."
Exactly.
So he has to be
wrongful
careful.
termination because of personal appearance.
Yeah. Drew obviously is a big fan of this. He comes over and I believe he quotes Olivia Newton-John. And he goes, "Sir, I just want you to know I love you. I really, really love you."
Yeah.
And
So
then
really,
he quotes ABBA, right? He's like, "Take a chance."
take a chance.
Take a chance,
After
take a
she
chance.
brings up the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So
The
anyway, Solar, it all kind of ends with him leaning over her desk and saying, "Look, I can make your life hell.
Yeah.
If you don't capitulate.
Yeah.
Here."
I like that because he's mostly been a good boss until now. I don't know how to feel about I kind of forget that this is the guy.
Yeah, I
'Cause he's
can't
so-
tell if he's evil or a hard ass or what, because even when he's joking around with Drew, like there's that little bit at the end here. He says, "I will be your worst nightmare."
Yeah.
And then Drew whispers in his ear and
yeah,
says
yeah.
something about like, unless you dream of
a mirror,
or
something like that.
And then he fist bumps Drew, and I'm like, all right, so is he cool boss or is he hard ass or what?
Or is he is he like cool with, like, is he like more Drew coded in a way? Does he fuck with Drew and his sort of worldview with things? Because it seems like
Miss Louder towed the line. She had her fun, like, loosey goosey moments.
Absolutely. But she also had moments where she was making employees buy her presents.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, the next day, Solard has come with a compromise.
Yeah.
Mimi can keep her desk and her outfit the way they are, but she's now basically boxed into a cubicle. They've put her like 3 wooden opaque walls now surround Mimi's desk. And this is where she has to work out of. Basically,
she is now in a cage that she can barely see over when standing up.
I did think it was funny when she's trying to talk to Drew and she leans over the top of the thing.
Yeah,
it
was like the neighbor in
I was about to
Home
say,
Improvement.
I was about to say ABC was just like, hey, do you think we could keep this actually?
I think we know. I think I got something that works here.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It looks familiar. Yeah, no, I thought that was great. She hates it, obviously. You know, she feels like she's being confined to a box, and she's like, I can't even breathe.
They didn't even have, these aren't even the cubicle walls with windows.
No. Yeah.
It's just wood boards.
She's stuck in there. But Wick is like, yeah, listen, no, you got in an argument with the boss, and the boss decided this was the best way to go about fixing it. So here we are. And she decides, you know, the only thing I can do is I can throw a fit. Yeah. So she calls Solard out, and she's like, I want this taken down. And he's like, no, we had a conversation.
Yes.
Her phone starts ringing.
And he's like, you got to pick up that phone.
And she goes, I refuse to. And Wick, as a weird aside, is like, oh, well, if it's grandmama from the hospital and there's news, I'd like to know.
He'd like to know.
Yeah.
I guess his grandma's sick.
That's just a little. We just drop that and never pick it back up.
Yes,
yeah.
but she refuses, and then Solard's like, "Well, you know, this is your job.
You're not going to do your job.
You're fired."
Yeah. Mimi is officially fired from Winfred Louder.
Yeah.
And Drew, as the HR guy,
this is good. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to gloat. I'm just going to get you your severance package, and we'll be on our way.
And he pulls out a CD player.
Mm-hmm. And a little boombox, and he hits play,
and
and Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead from The Wizard of Oz starts playing.
And he starts jumping up in the air, and he jumps up the air off camera.
Yeah. And then as he lands back down, he does backflips through the hallways.
Yes, we see probably some stunt double, unless Drew really got athletic.
Could you imagine? I love when they do like a dumb little fucking. That's such a fun little aside.
Yeah, it was really a visual gag with it. It was fun. So now he's doing backflips up and down the aisle.
And he goes to meet Mimi, and he goes, oh, I forgot your 401k package. So then he's doing backflips the other way, reverse down the hallway. Yeah. God, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. I wonder what this is on the YouTube. I didn't think.
Oh, you know what?
Because there's no fucking way it can be.
There's no way that.
But it's not going to be as good.
How did the ABC just thought that they were?
I wonder. Well, no, there were different rules. You could probably
just playing with no rules.
Yeah.
They didn't even look.
No gods, no masters.
This was like a freshman year media project at a film school.
We were told like a bunch of times not to use copyrighted stuff all the time.
But when you're a freshman, you just rip it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the Drew Carey. The Drew Carey show is just one long freshman year media project.
Yeah.
So Mimi is out at Winfred Louder. We go to the next scene. We're gang
back at the house.
Comes back.
They got kicked out of medieval times.
I love that. I wrote that down too. The little detail. I don't know why though. Did they give a joke or what did they say?
It's because Drew's T-shirt.
Oh yeah,
the horses.
He's wearing Mimi's face with a buster across, like a no cross on the mark buster.
It spooked the horses.
Yeah, that's funny. God. But you know what? You know who was A-okay with them getting kicked out of medieval times is Leslie.
Yeah,
she is ready for some more of that Lewis action.
Yeah, I guess Lewis. Those genital pills numbed him so much.
Yeah,
they did the business for 3 hours.
Yeah, he went for 3 hours. He said at one point the last hour was just him doing push-ups. It was barely sex.
He was like, I can't do this anymore.
It stopped because he had like a twitch in his butt and she confused it for an orgasm.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like hell. Like it sounds like these sex pills are awful.
3 hours.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Well, that's
Draco-
like isn't like tantric sex just like the art of not?
No, I thought that was gooning. I didn't know tantric sex. I thought tantric sex was like sort of like weird, like being bound and shit.
I'm pretty sure it's like the art of like having sex but never finishing and just going on
continually
for
going.
hours and hours,
Yeah.
and that's you derive your pleasure.
I
from
do feel
that.
like the genital numbing pills would have a resurgence today as gooner pills. You know what I mean? Like drug
Yeah,
co
yeah.
could offer them to like unemployed 20-somethings who are just
right.
trying to, have their life. It's crazy, man. That I've read.
You could definitely. We would be selling it on this podcast.
Joe,
we would be doing-
Hey,
this
Joe
is-
Rogan here. Here to tell you today about the drug cocoon pills. Do you hate coming? Me too. It's really bad. You got to clean up. What a mess.
Do you just want to do push-ups?
Why do you want to have sex with a woman when you could be exercising?
Anyway.
Yeah, so they're working too well, and she's very excited. And on the way out, she comes out of the bathroom and grabs him and goes, "Hey, you ready to go to for the Guinness Book of World Records?" And he goes, "Oh boy, something to read."
yeah.
He's not even enjoying the pleasure. So it's unfortunate. But out in the back, there's a commotion going on. So the gang all goes and looks to see what's happening. And we find Mimi and Steve with a trailer.
Yeah.
And
their trailer, the trailer they were renting is now in the backyard.
Yes. And we find out that, we learn a lot here, actually. So Mimi's unemployed, obviously.
Yeah.
Steve can't find work.
Yeah, Steve has been out of work too.
So I remember a couple episodes ago, we were like, does he still work at Winford Louder? Because
He does not.
He does not. So he's not doing nothing, which is
And-
fine, I guess.
I
don't know how they fucking paid for that wedding 2 months
I was
ago.
gonna say, how the hell did they pay for the wedding? Whatever. They're both out of work, so they both decide, let's just sell our apartments. We find out Steve was also living in his own apartment.
Sure. And they're going to
And
buy the trailer.
They're gonna buy the trailer and just live off the land.
Live off. They're going to go down to Dollywood and they're going to get work at Dollywood.
Yeah. So
Mimi-
exactly. They're like, we're not just gonna go to Dollywood. We're getting jobs
Yeah,
there.
I think that's great. Dollywood's like a huge employer in Tennessee. It's a
Yeah.
big fucking theme park, so they could do it. I know. I like that I'm now officially the Dollywood spokesman on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. Did you know?
Maybe we can get Dolly Parton on the pod.
Maybe. Yeah. Dolly Parton, please.
She's doing everything.
Do you like the Drew Carey show? Is she really? I thought she wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, not media appearances. She does. She's just out there.
I understand.
I'm sure
Yeah.
she has something to promote.
She's famously not doing media. There was a whole thing. People thought she was like dead for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she canceled concerts or something. She's not dead as far as I know.
No, she's not.
God, it would really suck if she died between when we're recording this and when it goes up on the podcast.
Oh my God.
Dolly Parton, you have one job.
Shit, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so they're out back and Drew is ecstatic. He's worried at first. He's like, "Why are you parked in my backyard? What
But-
is your intention?"
Steve, I guess, had boxes of his shit in Drew's garage.
Yeah, so he's like, "We're just loading up and then we're going to sleep and then tomorrow morning we get a load off." And Drew's like, "Hell yes. Let me help you throw the boxes in. Everybody, come on, put boxes in the fucking trailer."
And crucially here,
Yes.
he's like, let me get the keys to your truck. I'm going to take it out, go
Yeah.
get an oil change, go fill her up with gas, and that way you can just hit the road.
Yeah, get out of here tomorrow morning. You don't got to
Yeah.
worry about a dang thing. He could do backflips again, I think. If he wanted to.
Yeah.
So he goes then to fill up the truck with gas, and he comes back with no truck, but he comes back with a pretzel and a police officer.
Yes. So the next scene where they're just, I guess it is the next scene.
Yeah,
There's
the
like a
next
little
scene.
piece of time here.
Everybody's hanging out in the
They're
kitchen.
in the kitchen, and Drew comes in.
He's holding a
escorted
pretzel.
by a police officer. Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Drew's like in like a state of shock. Everybody thinks he's the victim here.
I only
And
bring
he
up
is.
that chain because I was kind of like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, you
Like,
thought it was an abrupt thing?
Yeah, this felt abrupt to me,
little
but
bit, a
we
little
didn't
bit.
get to see any of the truck stolen.
We got to have a little bit of pacing here. I think it is much funnier that you don't see it get stolen.
Yeah.
Because the police officer
Tell, don't show.
fills in the story here. Yes, exactly. The famous thing with television, tell, don't show. So the police officer is basically explaining the story. The truck was stolen. Drew left keys in the driver's seat while he was filling up the gas tank. And
Yeah.
then he crucially left the keys in and left the truck unattended while he was getting a soft pretzel from the gas station. Somebody came in and stole the truck, drove off with it. So they said, well, then where's the truck? Can we find the person?
They found a truck.
Yes, they found the person. In pursuit, the guy jumped out of the truck. Truck was still on in the motion going forward, and then it crashed and exploded.
Yeah.
So the truck is no longer with us at all. But
No.
Drew's got his pretzel. Steve is
Drew
so
does have
mad
most
at
of a
Drew.
soft pretzel.
Yeah. He's like, hey, why'd you want a hot pretzel? You got pretzels at home. And he's
It's like, yeah, he wanted it hot.
yeah. He's like, I don't believe this. And Oswald goes, no, it's they really do make them hot. They've got a whole rotating thing. I love Oswald. Man. I just wish I could be that simple-minded with things.
I do love a soft pretzel.
I fucking love soft pretzels. Speaking of Philly, yeah.
Yeah, I love Annie Ann's at the mall. Ooh, it used to be the best because theirs was all like greasy and buttery, and
you don't go for the dough.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was just salty and slick, and your fingers. I just loved it. Yeah,
I love a Philly soft pretzel, man. I'll tell you what. We went out to Forest Hills out in Queens for a concert station night, and there's a Philly soft pretzel factory cart. We're like, oh shit, we can get Philly soft pretzel, and it's not. It's like a fucking super pretzel, like one of the ones Drew had. And I'm like, no, I want a very specific kind of.
Yeah, you got to get the 8.
Yeah, you fucked with me. Yeah, you need the 8. They should make a Philly soft pretzel 8, but it's a cool S.
Yes,
Is that a thing that they can do?
Like the one with the 3. You start with the 6
3 points.
lines.
Yes.
And you connect it.
You can make a pretzel like that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'd fucking eat the shit out of that. Anyway, this is welcome to Pretzel Talk. So Mimi then suggests, okay, well, Steve, calm down. It's fine. We'll just buy a new truck with the insurance money we're surely about to get from this disaster that is not our fault.
Yeah.
Well, turns out Steve let the insurance on the truck lapse for the last 2 months.
Yep.
So no insurance money. They go out to their home, which is now this trailer, and they start yelling at each other.
They ain't getting shit.
And that's when it sinks into Drew that, oh my God, they're going to their home.
Yeah.
Which is in my fucking backyard.
They live now in his backyard with no truck, nowhere to go.
And no plan or timeline to get out of here.
Yeah.
So
now Drew feels like it's up to him to resolve this, right? Doesn't he say?
The next morning, we kind of see what life is like with Mimi and them.
Yeah.
Drew's on
comes
hot
downstairs.
Water
yeah.
right away.
Drew comes downstairs and Steve is cooking in the kitchen. He was making breakfast.
Yeah.
And then, he's asking about the hot water. They hooked up the hot water to the trailer. They also, why is it chilly in here? They're running extension cords out the open window in the kitchen. Yeah,
they've opened a window in the middle of the winter into Drew's kitchen.
So they're siphoning his power, too.
Absolutely.
And then they also just apparently have house privileges using the kitchen or whatever.
Also, Drew wasn't able to sleep at all last night because, as you expect, Mimi and Steve are having wild trailer rocking sex.
Yes.
So Drew's hearing the trailer rock, and then he realizes what it is, and he's never going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Knowing all of that. Yeah, so he's losing his mind.
Well, and then we find out another crucial detail here. Or did they talk about... Well, no, they talk about trying to get pregnant in the beginning of this, though.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, they want... Well, no, you're thinking the next episode.
Oh, I'm thinking of the next episode.
But in this, Steve's sitting down with Drew and they're eating breakfast and they've made eggs and some sausages. And then Mimi hears... Mimi yells from the back. You hear a bell and she goes, eggs are ready. And Steve runs out and he goes...
Drew's like, is she also making breakfast?
Yeah. And he goes, no, she's ovulating. We're trying to have a kid. So he runs out to go have sex with Mimi. Could you just imagine the bell? Hearing the bell?
Yeah. Now it's your time to shine, buddy.
Sex time. That's how they used to do it back in medieval times.
Time to get off the bench.
Yeah, get off the bench. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
See if you could slip one past a goalie there.
So yeah, Drew's in hell is essentially how I would describe it. This is Drew's personal hell. We go to Winfred Louder the next day and we meet Carol. Yes. Carol is Mimi's replacement. She's Wick's new assistant.
Sweet old lady, like a little grandma.
Yeah, like literally out of like casting for grandmother.
Yeah.
Lovely old woman. Wick asks if she wants coffee. He's leaving and she goes, remember, I'm the one who gets your coffee.
And then he tells her, she says, you better put that jacket on.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't
it's
forget,
cold outside.
put your coat on. It's February. And then Drew comes over and she addresses him as Mr. Carey.
Yeah.
And he's all confused. He's like, the last person who did it called me pig and all this stuff. And she's like, that sounds terrible. Like, really kind of being kind and comforting him. And she has cookies all of a sudden.
Yeah, she brings him baked goods, but Drew doesn't trust the baked goods.
Yeah, because
she hands him a cookie. She picks up a cookie and then he swaps them.
Yeah,
I think she's trying to do something here.
Get something pulling one over on him.
So
Mimi
Drew still has
psychologically
the trust issues.
destroyed Drew. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm sure that's great now that she's living in his backyard.
Kate comes into the scene at the very end and she says that they found a trailer park in Drew's price range. Drew will pay the first 6 months.
Yeah.
To get them the fuck out of his backyard.
Yeah. Kate also says that she found out you can pay for a baby, for a carton. The price of a baby is the same as a carton of cigarettes out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not the greatest time. Trailer parks.
You're probably not getting a great baby for that price. For just one carton.
Getting a discount baby. Yeah. This one's a little dusty. It's a little broken, but it's still a good baby. All the parts are there. Yeah. So Drew then comes home and pitches this idea to Mimi of, listen, I've got a trailer park. I'm going to pay for the first 6 months. You guys could live there. And Mimi basically poo-poos it immediately.
She's also, we should point out, she is ironing there in the kitchen.
Yes. She's ironing right in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, which already pisses Drew off.
He's like, why can't you do that in the trailer?
But he finds out that she's claustrophobic.
Yes. So we go through this whole back and forth and, she's like, I don't want to leave. I like the house privileges, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And Drew basically forces her back to her trailer by stealing the shirt that she's ironing.
Right.
And then trying to get her back into the trailer. And this is where she's like, I have claustrophobia.
I have claustrophobia. And that Drew, this really upsets Drew.
Yeah. Because he realizes now, oh shit, she has a medical reason that she can't be in that cubicle.
Yeah. And Drew, being the good guy that he is, I can get her job back.
Yeah. But then he has to see her for 8 hours a day at the office.
Yeah.
So it's like the classic catch-22 of like, where would I rather? Kate is like, well, but then you get 16 hours without her at home.
Yeah.
And Drew is like, yeah, but 8 of those are sleep. Isn't that crazy? That we just, I could maximize my Mimi-less time. But ultimately, though, he decides he's going to get her the job back and get her the fuck out of his backyard. That's the right decision, Drew. You think? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, well, you can't have her at your home.
No.
It's too much.
We didn't even talk about the clothesline. She's like hanging her bloomers at one point.
Yeah, well, she made it a little white trash paradise in his backyard. She had like the inflatable.
Welcome to Cleveland. It's a white trash paradise.
Yeah, they had the little inflatable furniture out in the front yard, and then it already kind of looked Mimi-fied. She had the chili lights that were all up on her.
I liked the lights. I got to be honest. The lights that were string lights that were hanging around.
Yeah,
not terrible. But we say goodbye to Carol in the final scene before the credits, and it's Carol talking to Drew, and she's very kindly like reminding him he can do anything. Let a smile be your umbrella. What a sweet! I haven't heard that phrase before. That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
let a smile be your umbrella. And then she comes face to face with Mimi Bobek, who very kindly says, "Out of my way, Grandma."
Yeah.
And Carol's face drops, and she hands Drew a flask. And she says, "Here,
take my flask.
Take this." So yeah, Drew's fucked at work. But back to where we were, square one. Credit scene.
I love the credit scene.
We have Drew narrating a dream that he had.
Yeah,
where
Steve and Mimi were out traveling the world in their trailer, and they were having babies.
And every time they drove further and further, they had
more
babies.
So it starts off. They're in like the desert.
Yeah, and then they're
outside
DC.
the White House.
And then they're at the Taj Mahal at one point.
Yeah, and then they're at the pyramids of Giza. And and then Drew's like, all of this is okay, because I forget how he pivots here, but
they were having their fun, but me. I had Carol. Yeah. And then it cuts back to him at the office, and he's just sitting at his desk, and Carol's there, and she has 2 kids. Why does she have 2 kids?
Drew's having babies with Grandma Moses.
I don't think Grandma Moses is ovulating. I got to be honest with you. I know a little bit about menopause, but I think I know enough to know. And yeah, that is a wrap on that episode. We then go to season 5, episode 16. Maybe the best we've had thus far this season. Maybe
This episode?
the title, at least, is the most direct we're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Do Drew and Kate have sex? Is it the first time we've had a question as a title?
That's a good question.
There you go. A question about questions,
I
ladies and
don't
gentlemen.
actually. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Drew and Kate have sex? I like how it's like, oh, you should watch.
I don't know. Well, it feels like they wrote it for TV Guide.
Yes, no, absolutely. You can probably, I mean, obviously they did it, but like putting sex in the title of a primetime show in the year 2000 seems crazy to me. February 9th in the year 2000. We start with Drew and the gang mattress shopping. It's an important decision.
Yeah.
Lewis brings it up. He's like, you're going to spend 30% of your life here and even more during the holidays.
Right.
It is
It's a mattress. At first I wrote it's at a mattress store, but it is just Winford Louder.
Sure. Okay.
Everything's just Winford Louder.
Yeah. When you need something, it's the year 2000. You're going to the mall, dude.
Yeah. You're going to your department store that you work at.
Yeah. Not now. I don't know where you would get a mattress. I mean, I know where you get a mattress now. You just order it offline. Last
Everyone
mattress
just gets,
got.
I guess a good one, you can get like decent ones just on Amazon now.
Yeah. I still go to like Casper or Purple.com. Not sponsored.
Oh,
we would be
did
open
you
to
get
it.
did you get a purple?
No, I want to get a purple pillow. I hear they have really good pillows, but the problem is they're like $250.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pay $250 for a pillow.
That's crazy.
That seems a little
We
nuts.
need a new mattress, but I've been every time I say that we just put it
We
off
do too,
and off.
and it's I think the next time I move, I will probably invest.
That's
in a
where I'm
mattress.
at.
Yeah,
I'm like maybe when I move because I also need a new couch.
yeah. I need a lot of new things in general.
Yeah.
I have stuff here that I still haven't put up. I was literally thinking I have like some pictures and shit that's supposed to go on the wall behind you, and
I want you to visualize the empty white box we're sitting
it's
in.
not just an empty void. Of
All
an
the
apartment.
walls have padding on them. I don't understand, and there's no windows.
Wait, hold on. I'm not even holding my mic. I'm in a straitjacket.
Hold on.
I'm crazy, Shane. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, they're in a mattress shop, and I guess Drew is just shopping for himself here, or are they just fucking around?
No, Drew's trying out mattresses.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on at first it looks like a twin bed, but then he goes over and he joins Kate.
Yes, and the two of them are trying to sleep together, kind of literally and figuratively. They're trying to figure it out.
They're laying on a mattress. They're trying different positions.
move to their back.
I thought it was interesting here how Kate just dives right into it, though.
Yeah.
Especially after the way we found out last episode why they're not having
And
sex.
she was the one who seemed to be like, and it's a mutual decision.
It seems like Kate's really been pushing this. Yeah. Oh, we should wait. I want it to be special.
Yeah.
And then Kate must have had a come to Jesus moment because then she's laying on the bed. She's like, all that stuff I said about waiting? I'm not that kind of girl.
Yeah, let's not wait. And I want to have sex. And then Drew starts taking off his shoes, and she's like, not here. We're not on this bed.
And everyone got on Drew for being spontaneous before. My man was ready to fuck in the mattress department.
Store. She got very excited. Yeah. No, but basically she's like, I'm not that kind of person. You're right. And she's like, how about, I think you just do me.
Yeah.
I think she says that, literally that. And
just
Drew's
do
like,
me.
How romantic.
Drew's like, that's going to put I love you out of business.
So they schedule a date, quote unquote, for Saturday where they'll finally, do it.
Yeah.
And they get excited. They realize also the bed that they are on right now
vibrating.
So Kate turns on the vibrating mode while they're on their backs, and Drew goes, I need you to stop. I'm going to have our date right now. And that's it. It felt like a very short cold open.
Yeah.
And it was very direct and to the point, and it sets up the rest of what we're going to go through here.
Right.
Very quickly. So kudos to the writing team, I guess.
Yeah, for getting right into it. Look, we got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, a lot
Is
of
Drew
ground.
going to be anxious? Is Drew going to be too horny?
Is Drew going to be insecure while he has sex with the woman of his dreams? Find out.
Find out in the next 20 minutes at the office in this next scene.
Post titles. It's Mimi running to Steve in the office.
Yeah, they're holding a pregnancy test, and they're trying to determine if the line is pink or purple.
Was this ever a thing? I don't think, not that I have a lot of experience with pregnancy tests. I thought it was 1 line, 2 lines. That makes it very easy. It's like COVID.
I think they vary.
You can get a pink or a purple seems crazy to me. They're so close.
That is a joke. That has to be. I don't think
I didn't know if it was
case.
based on something. So they're debating whether or not it's pink or purple. And Drew walks in and they decide to ask Drew. And while he's looking at it, he realizes what it is and what Mimi did to it. And he freaks the fuck out and he throws it in a mop bucket.
Yeah.
And
no, he drops it and then he dunks his hand in a mop bucket and he tells the janitor to change his water.
There you go. Mimi and Steve are obviously trying to have a baby, as we knew from the last one, and they're going at it and they're seeing.
But they're starting to think maybe there's a problem here.
Sure, yeah. I mean, and Steve's open to a problem, and he thinks Mimi should be open to as well. So they both agree that they're going to get their equipment all checked out of the doctor.
Mimi feels some type of way though here. She's like, I can drop an egg at any moment. I'm fine. You are the issue.
There's a prize in my Cracker Jack or something, she says. Yeah. So, but anyway, they're both going to go and they're both going to get it checked out. And then while, she's feeling some type of way, she starts taunting Drew about, well, at least I'm having sex.
Right.
And Drew's like, yeah, sure.
And Drew being very coy here, he has a bag on his desk.
Yeah, Winfred Louder bag. And Mimi's kind of piecing things together. She's like, wait, you are having sex, are you? Show me what's in the bag. She pretends to have a gun.
Yeah.
So she can get Drew to put his hands up.
I was like, Drew's got to be smarter than this.
She's like, did you really think I have a gun? He goes, yes. I don't know why.
So she jumped. Yeah.
Why would Mimi?
Look, Mimi can be a little crazy, but.
I mean, I don't know. If a woman shipped you to China, would you think it's out of the realm of possibility that she had a firearm?
At work?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's possible.
She could be hiding one.
She's got some
She's got a lot of draping clothes that would be easy to conceal.
Yeah, she could carry a whole ass rifle. Yeah. Probably if she wanted to in one of those big boofy dresses. Firearms Mimi would be a fun little twist. If she's like a trained Second Amendment person, she's just like going on YouTube.
The good girl with the gun.
Good girl with a gun. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good girl with a gun. And it's Mimi.
Every office needs a Mimi Bobek.
So she catches on, she grabs the bag and she opens it up. And what's inside of it but like a bunch of oils, a massager, I think.
A Barry White CD?
Sure.
Yeah.
Everything you need to set the mood. We've already established Barry White in the Drew Carey show.
This is Drew's go-to music man.
Love making situation.
Yes.
So yeah, she opens the bag in front of Wick.
Yeah.
And Wick then goes and sits down at Drew's desk. He goes, oh, well, this is pretty big.
Wick has clearly dyed his hair here.
Sure. Yeah.
Unless the lighting changed, I was like, wow, his hair is jet black.
No, it wasn't black, but it was like definitely a darker brown than it normally is. And I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
I think he was dyeing his hair here.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Calling you out, Craig.
He kind of looks, I mean, I don't know. He looks a little different to me in general in these episodes. So maybe you're right. Maybe it is the hair dye. Yeah. I just thought he might be getting older or something, but it's not that. You're right.
He's getting more famous.
Yeah. That's the problem. When you get famous, all of the body changes start, the filler.
Yeah.
So Wick sits down and he's trying to explain to Drew, or he's trying to talk to Drew just about like, hopefully you don't crack under the pressure of making love to the woman you've been in love with your whole life.
Yeah, you've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, really just don't blow it, but I'm sure you won't. It will be fine. And then he gives him some advice.
Yeah, we don't really hear the advice.
No, it looks like he's whispering into Drew's ear.
And then he pulls back and Drew says, you just blew into my ear and called me a dirty girl.
And Wick goes, it usually works a little better with the nipple twist as well. The nipple tweak, I think he calls it. Yeah.
A tweak is different than a twist.
Yeah, sure. Well, how different is it? I mean, I guess it's less violent if you tweak something.
A twist is like a purple nurple.
Sure. But a tweak is just like, are you flicking it?
This is nipple talk.
Welcome to nipple talk.
We did pretzel talk. Now it's nipple talk.
If you're lucky, your nipples will be in a pretzel. So, that's how that is. Wick remains a kinky freak. We then go to the night of the date. And who stops by but Oswald and Lewis. And Drew's real mad.
Yeah, because they're just wandering into his house. And he's just like, what? And they're like, we always come here when you're not home.
Yeah, if you tell us you're not going to be around, that's when we know to come to the house.
Yeah.
And then they realize what's going on. They walk into the living room.
There's candles everywhere.
Rose petals. Speedy is under the table looking terrified, I think. Like, just like confused. Mood lighting galore. It's like real low light from the candles.
So Drew decided, well, you know, well, at least while you're here, maybe you can take the dog.
Yeah, take Speedy out. Speedy doesn't need to see us doing this.
Yeah, I guess Speedy gets like he was saying something about him barking a lot during whenever he's around women. I'm not sure. Yeah,
something. Drew don't need extra stress in his life.
No,
get the dog out of here. So the two of them go, and Kate comes in as they're passing out. And though they do open the door one more time when they sit down and they start making up their own little, like, you know, romantic sort of song.
Yeah.
And then Drew shuts the door, closes them out. Kate is dressed in, like, I will say, like, the reason I should have in hindsight realized how this is going to go, she's dressed in like a weird dress shirt.
Yeah, she was
very
just
not
kinda,
revealing at all.
No.
Not sexy at all.
I mean, I could be sexy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I felt like it's business woman sexy. You know?
Sure.
I like if she would. I think it would have been too much for her to come in lingerie.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you know, for the woman who was talking about trench coats and only a trench coat a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, for her to roll up in this.
Yeah, it's not even like Tom Cruise Risky Business. You know what I mean?
But then again, I was just gonna say it kind of matches Drew's freak here because Drew keeps his jacket on for way too long.
Yeah, that is true.
They make out all the way up to the bedroom, and he still has his fucking jacket on. Like that should have come off. Why, you're in your house. Why were you even wearing it at all?
Why do you have shoes on the bed? What are you doing, my guy?
He can only fuck with shoes. He can only fuck with shoes, dude. He needs attraction.
You cannot see my feet.
Yeah.
He needs the traction.
It's also he has bad arches.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
His foot will cramp up. Anyway,
so Drew starts to set the mood by offering Kate champagne. She doesn't need it. She's she
Kate's
hops
ready
right on
go.
him,
She mounts
tongue
him
down the throat.
Yeah.
They migrate up to the bedroom, like you say. He keeps his sport coat and shoes on, and then they start undressing a little bit. And Kate starts talking about like
Drew is also, we should say, still like. Oh, you know, he turns on the TV and there's a fireplace on there.
Yeah.
He's spraying something to make it smell like fire in there.
Yes, yeah.
And then he also is like showing off his 4-way light bulb.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want me to go through it again? Tell me your favorite.
My man got all the bells and whistles out.
And Kate's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, well, I'm a little anxious, you know. Surprise of the century. Drew Carey being anxious about this. And Kate's like, hey, it's going to be fine.
Yeah,
don't
Kate
worry.
does a great job calming his nerves here.
Until she gets to the point where she's like, you know, all it is like if our sexual chemistry doesn't work, then that might mean the whole thing doesn't work.
Yeah, then this just isn't going to work.
But otherwise, we'll find out.
Yeah, if this spectacularly fails, then we're done. That's all. That's all this is.
And
Just
it probably
one time.
also ruins our friendship, and it's fine. And Drew's like, "Oh, you killed my erection. That's crazy."
And he sits on the edge of the bed, and he's like, "You just told me if I don't hit it out of the park, I'm going back to the farm team."
Yep. He's devastated.
Buddy, I don't even know if you're going to a farm team. It sounds like you're getting just cut.
You're playing over in Japan. Not even Japan's where the good players are these days. It's So Drew's pretty downtrodden by all this. But again, I mean, and I don't know if Kate knows a whole lot about his romantic and sexual endeavors, but this is Nikki all over again.
Yeah,
It sort of seems like where his insecurities take the lead on things.
well, no, but wasn't it her insecurities?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but
Because with Nikki, it was like she just got disgusted by the way that
her
she
body
looked
with the filming.
But
and
Drew
everything.
was so into it.
Yeah. I guess they were eating and fucking, right? That was the whole thing in the kitchen.
They loved that.
Yeah. So anyway, so Drew's watching the fire and Kate's kissing his neck, and he gets back into the mood, and then he says something to her along the lines of like, let's just do it.
Yeah,
Let's just do it. She goes, oh, okay. Well, we're just going to put it like that. Granted, this was the woman who said, just do me in the cold open.
Yes.
So,
and then he also says, well, and like maybe this time just don't talk so much.
Yeah, they both agree that they should just restart from square one. And he goes, okay, that'd be great. And if you wouldn't mind not talking so much. She's like, oh, you want just my legs up in the air?
Shut up and put your legs up in the air.
And he's like, is that a trick question? Or And then she goes, you know what?
Shut
Just
up and
forget it."
dribble, Kate.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. He has harshed her vibe basically.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's
out.
it.
She's like, we're not doing this.
So she leaves and he's distraught. He's like, I love you. Wait, don't go. We can make it work. And no, not to be. She leaves the house.
Yeah.
So the next day we are at the office, and for some reason Steve is once again at the office. He's looking for Mimi.
Yes.
But he finds Drew. And he's like, something seems wrong, bro. What's wrong?
Yeah, and Drew starts to open up about how everything failed spectacularly with Kate.
Yeah.
And then he noticed Steve's doing a little adjusting in the pocket adjusting, you know?
Touching his junk.
What are you touching your junk for?
Yeah.
And Steve's like, oh, I'm wearing these boxers. I guess he had a shit sperm count.
Yeah.
So,
both
now,
him and Mimi got results back from the doctors,
Yes,
and
they both have
infertility issues.
So Steve's now wearing boxers.
He's
and
wearing, I guess, would you call them compression boxers? Is that what the idea is?
No,
to
isn't
get blood flow going?
No, I think the idea is that because usually people that wear underwear too close to the body, like especially brief guys, that decreases your sperm count, and boxer guys usually have a higher sperm count because their junk hangs lower, and it's not at those warm temperatures.
Okay, well then there you go. Yeah. The more you know. We're giving medical
science
advice
behind it,
folks. Well, this is
sperm talk.
This is sperm talk. Yeah, no, I didn't realize that. Shout out boxer boys. Yeah, keep repopulating the world.
They really are.
And Mimi is taking daily infertility shots, basically hormone shots, to increase her fertility chances.
Kate enters the scene then, and she,
lays it out to Drew.
She's like, last night was a disaster.
It was really bad.
We both know this.
And I don't think that we're ready for sex. I don't think you are for sure.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, baby, come on, that's not fair. I'm rotting on the vine here.
Yeah, I can't wait that much longer.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, and they propose this idea of being a little more spontaneous.
Yes.
Drew says, I can be more spontaneous. Kate's like, you lay your underwear out for a week in advance.
Yes. And again, as we find out later as well, Drew thinks it just saves time.
Yes. It does.
You don't do it for a week. You lay out your clothes the night before? I lay out clothes the night before.
If I'm getting like an early plane, let's say I got to be out the door before like 5 a.m.
Sure, you're going to do it.
Then yeah.
But I'm saying let's say you're going to the office.
No, dude, I'll iron my shirt and take care of my stuff that morning.
I used to. But now, granted, I wasn't getting crazy dressed for the office. But when I was living with you, I was leaving
You're
clothes
laying
out.
your fits out.
I had to get my fits out for the night. What jeans am I wearing? Where am I at? You know what I mean?
Sometimes I'll iron the night before just to save a little time.
Yeah. So Drew is like, I can be spontaneous. You don't got to worry about it. He gives her a kiss, and she's like, let's go to the copy room right now and make it happen. And Drew's like, oh, you said spontaneous.
I'm not a whore.
I'm not the office whore.
Yeah.
Come on now. Kate is very unconvinced that he can be spontaneous. And then he makes some long yarn about someday when you least expect it, but it is also ideal for me, we will have sex and it will be somewhat spontaneous and a lot of conditions around it. She leaves unimpressed, but she's open to sex with him at some point still.
Well, yes. Hell yeah, baby. Open to sex. Sometime with your boyfriend.
Eventually. I love the promise of eventual sex.
Yeah.
Eventually. So it's at this point Oswald and Lewis come in. Yeah. And Drew lays it on them. He's like, I gotta be honest with you guys, it didn't go well last night with Kate. And they go, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we knew.
He's
like they already knew.
You can at least pretend.
I thought the bit here was going to be that
Kate told them.
Kate already told them or whatever. No, they just knew it would not go. As much
assumed.
Like we all knew this would not go well.
So Drew then asks them to do a take two, and they go, "Oh my god!" Really playing it up. But then he lays it on them. The thing is, she wants a little more spontaneity from me.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is we have to have staged spontaneity. And he's like, I think we're going out for drinks tomorrow. If you guys could come back and then just
take the dog and leave
and hit the lights.
Yeah,
that'd be great. And then we get what I love is they decide that the best way for them to remember all of the things they have to do
Is a little song.
Is to make a little song. So they sing it to the tune of Three Blind Mice. They go, leave dog lights, leave dog lights, leave dog lights.
Yeah.
And they keep singing it.
But that's very, as Drew points out, that's very similar to their song. Underwear, keys,
Pants, underwear, shoes. Pants, underwear, shoes.
Yes.
I love that again, it's both of them, but Oswald is primarily the one who remembers pants, underwear, shoes.
Yeah.
I like that that's the order. It should probably be underwear, pants,
Yeah,
shoes.
I feel like they're screwing that up, but I don't know.
To each their own. I'm not going to judge. So yeah, they agree to help out, and then the next day we come back from the Warsaw. Everybody's at Drew's, and Lewis and Oswald just sit right down and ask for a beer.
Yeah.
And he's trying to hum to them. He's like, guys, don't you remember? And Oswald goes, pants, underwear, shoes, pants, underwear, shoes. Little beknownst to Drew. They changed
their song to the Spider-Man theme.
Leave dog lights, leave dog lights, leave dog lights. I fucking loved it. I loved it so
I
much.
love their dumb little brains.
I love how stupid they are, man. It rules. And we're going to see it in a second, too. I love it so much. So, Drew then convinces them, okay, we got to go. So they get their beers and they go, actually, we're going to leave. And they take the dog.
Take the dog. And Kate's like, why are you taking his dog? And they're like,
Lewis is like, oh, God, it's a shame that two men that are friends can't take another friend's dog out anymore.
Yeah.
Like, turn it on to them. So they leave. Kate realizes at this point what's going on.
yeah.
She's
She's
like,
like,
are you
did you
trying
plan
to
this? Are you trying? Yeah.
plan this? And she's like, well, I guess the only punishment would be lots of hours of hot sex.
But they did that. Remember here, there's also the lights. Whenever
Yes.
they go to shut
yes.
off the lights, she asks if he planned this, and Oswald's like, he said it's the third switch or something.
And then they hit it down,
and
and
they hit
the
it, and all the
moonlights
lights
go
go
on.
on. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kate
knows.
Kate knows, but she's ready to fuck anyway.
Yeah, so they go up to the bedroom. We then get the scene outside. Speedy is with the boys, and he is kind of begging to go back in.
Yeah, he went. They think he's just begging to go watch them have sex,
Yeah.
and I
They
guess
don't
he
want
is.
that.
He probably is because he
don't
does
want
go
that,
right
though.
to the bedroom.
You don't want that though. So what they do is, they kind of persuade him to go around, and then Speedy runs into the garage, which
Yeah.
is a bigger problem. So they decide maybe if we open the back door, he'll think that we're letting him in, and then we'll just close it again.
Yeah.
So they open the back door through the kitchen, and Speedy comes out with a 6-pack of Buzz beer.
Yeah, and he sets it down outside
By the
garage.
And Oswald's like, "Oh, it must be for us." But why did he set the beer down there? And Lewis is like, "Because he's a dumb animal. Let's go get the beer."
So they
He's
go.
a dumb animal.
Yeah, he's a dumb animal. They go grab the beer.
Yeah.
Speedy runs by them into the house and shuts the door.
Shuts the door behind him, and then Lewis is like, "We can never speak of this. They've been outsmarted by a previously disabled dog."
Yeah.
Drew and Kate, meanwhile, are up in the bedroom and they're getting it on.
Yeah, they've still got like all their clothes on.
Most of their
under the
clothes.
sheets.
Drew's in undergarments.
Yeah.
He's in boxers and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And she's like, I think it's time for you to wrap your package, your gift.
Yeah, you know how you would say that on TV in 2000.
But then Drew goes, oh, I have to go get the condom in the next room. So it wasn't the condom wasn't the problem. And then he says penis later in this. So I don't know, whatever. Anyway, he goes to get the he doesn't have glasses on, I should say, pretty crucially, and also the lights are pretty dim.
Yeah.
And he goes out to the bathroom from the bedroom to go put on a condom.
And the dog comes in at this
Speedy
point.
runs
Speedy
in.
runs through the crack in the door and goes to the corner of the bed and
By
lays
Drew's side.
by Drew's side, and he lays his head on the
At
mattress.
the foot of the bed.
So you know what? He is down the watch.
Yeah,
Kate doesn't realize he's in there either.
No, she just hears a bunch of panting and she goes, Drew, are you panting? And he goes, yeah, baby.
And then he walks in like a row.
Yeah, he's like, I'm upright and ready to go. And he starts walking to the bed and he trips over his fucking dog.
Yep.
Right onto his dick. Right
Falls
onto his
right
erect
onto
penis.
his penis. It made me think of Scary Movie. Remember where,
Yes.
what is it? Charlie Sheen, I think,
Yes.
is in that. And he takes a bunch of pills.
Yeah.
And then he gets some massive erection and then falls out a window on
Yep,
top of it.
Right onto it on the cement.
Yeah.
Yes. A little less dramatic than that, I would say.
Yeah,
But
it's actually not like that at all.
No,
but
no, no.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
He falls down on his penis. It is a funny visual gag, though, here, because all you see are the tips of his feet.
Yeah, he's elevating.
And they're elevated.
He's elevated.
They're
Now, I will say, we don't see the full body. It could just be the belly.
Yeah.
The belly might be keeping his feet up, but it is a very funny visual gag. Kate's like, oh my God, there's no screams or anything from Drew.
No.
Which is surprising to me.
He takes it on the chin here.
He takes it on the head.
Yeah, he takes it.
But he tells Kate, he's like, call an ambulance. I fell on my penis.
Yeah.
I broke my penis. So then we end up at the Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah, we're at the hospital in the next scene.
And he sprained his penis. I didn't know that was possible. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, spraining your penis?
I didn't know you could sprain your penis.
Yeah, you can sprain your penis.
Yeah?
I feel like
there's enough muscles in there.
It's sensitive.
Yeah. But Drew also implies later that it seems it's still... He's still pretty well endowed down there. It's probably still there's blood flowing.
Yeah, good for Drew.
Shout out Drew. A doctor comes through with a bunch of medical students, and he's like, "Can the students observe?" And he goes,
Can we check it out?
It's the biggest it'll ever be." So it seems like that's still like there's still blood, like they're doing repairs.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes your body will send blood through to repair parts.
But crucially here, Drew says that the doctor told him he has to stay off it for 6 to 8 weeks. And Kate says, I will wait for you.
That's very sweet of Kate.
But yeah. So we're kicking this can down
even
the road
further
again. And I'm sure that after waiting 6 to 8 weeks, it'll definitely go well.
They should do
That's the Drew Carey show guarantee.
It's a shame they already did the live episode because could you imagine a second live episode where Drew's just running around trying to have sex?
But we still have the what's wrong with this episode.
That's true.
So if Drew has sex, we know
that is coming up. I don't think it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks.
He actually has a sprained penis. He can't do that. That's what's wrong.
That's why Drew doesn't want to have sex. That's the only reason why Drew doesn't want to have sex.
So
we get the credits scene here, and it's basically
it's a parody of
the Elephant Man.
Yeah,
Oswald and Lewis come in as sort of like Victorian era doctors.
Well, and they got these Cockney accents that they're coming in. They're doing this old, English thing, and they're trying to show off Drew
gather round and
almost
look at
like
the man.
He's a circus act.
Yes. And then they pull back the sheet, and everybody gasps at his penis. And then we cut back to
Drew's face, and he has the pillow over his head, and it's all
the Elephant Man being covered up.
Yeah, and he's like, "I am a man."
Yeah.
I am a human being.
You could tell they shot it. It's black and white in the edit, and
clearly they were doing
the way they shot it. It's very clearly an Elephant Man parody.
But
yeah, pretty solid. again, funny eps.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're the best we have had this season. But
no,
we're comfortable.
They found a way to get out of him having Drew and Kate have sex again.
Yes,
for another several weeks.
Yeah, we got off of it for 2 months.
Yeah,
we were biding
until the
time.
end of the season.
Yeah, honestly, probably right because this is February. 2 months would be April.
Kate's in season 6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's where she leaves.
It's the last.
Maybe it's 6 or 7.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, Drew did not have sex, and Mimi is not his backyard neighbor.
No.
Everything is back to the way it was.
Everything is exactly
it's one of those
where
things
it
where
left.
there's no plot development, and it's really just kind of exactly the way it was the whole time.
Yeah.
So. But nevertheless, we're going to go through. We're going to watch all of them, baby.
Yeah, we're going to keep watching until they do have sex.
Yes, yeah. And then we will continue watching after they have sex.
Then we will continue to do it.
That is our guarantee. Thank you for listening. Cleveland Rocks Podcast at gmail.com. You know all the other links. It's Cleveland Rocks Podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok.
Shout
it out to the TikTok people, man. We had a guy comment this week that our podcast sucks. And somebody responded to him and said, then just don't listen. And I was like, I love that we got randos out here defending our honor.
Yeah, hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you to that guy.
If it sucks, just don't listen.
Yeah, you don't
I
have
don't
to.
give a fuck.
But I hope you do still listen.
Yes.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.